students, faculty members, staff members from IGNO and our study centers, and our dear students. Very good evening to all of you. It's a great pleasure to inform all of you that IGNO is organizing a series of webinars and seminars commencing from April 2023, where we are inspiring our students, propelling our students to be innovators and not to be repeaters. When we are imparting knowledge, our aim is to develop creative thinking, divergent thinking, and prepare our students for managing change. Change management is a key to success in life, is a key to success in profession, is a key to development and key to innovation and technology. So what we need in life is divergent thinking. And seminars and webinars, we have been simply doing this. We are igniting our students' minds. We are igniting and propelling them to go for divergent thinking, to repel status quo and embrace change and innovation. So in that series of webinars, it's a great privilege for us today to have with us Dr. Bhuvandeep ji, an alumnus of IIT Kharagpur and a PGDBM from IIM Bangalore. It's a great privilege to have you with us, sir, today. I welcome you to this session. It's a great privilege for us. So, welcome, Dr. Bhuvandeep, sir. And I now request, before we start the proceedings today, now I request the computer division of the regional center to play the Kulgit. Over to you, sir.
Mr. Tarini Prasad, please stop presenting. Mr. Tarini Prasad, please stop presenting. Otherwise, there will be a problem in.
Thank you, sir. As I announced earlier, in the series of seminars and webinars, today we are going to listen to Dr. Bhuvandeep on the theme embracing innovation and entrepreneurship in today's economy. And may I now request our Senior Regional Director, Dr. S.K. Tripathi sir, to kindly deliver the welcome address on this occasion. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Nanda. Respected Dr. O.P. Sharma, Director NCID, respected Dr. Bhuvandeep, Senior Faculty of KIT University, School of Management Studies, and today's expert who has come over here to deliver the expert address on the topic chosen today. Dr. Joshna Dikit, Deputy Director of NCID, IGNOU, New Delhi. My colleagues from the regional centers, Regional Center Bhubaneswar, my other colleagues from other regional centers throughout the country, then our coordinators, study center staff, and all the participants, learners who are present today to witness one of the most important webinar, specially organized for all the budding talents who are very much interested to involve themselves in different kinds of innovative activities. I'm extremely happy that today we all are assembled here to listen to Dr. Bhuvandeep, one of the senior faculty of KIT University. When we approached him to deliver a talk on entrepreneurship, he immediately said yes, and it shows his commitment towards the particular field. And one of the most important thing on the part of our university is that NCID is constantly organizing the National Center for Innovation in Distance Education, that is NCID, is constantly organizing various kinds of activities for various categories of people. For example, for learners, for young entrepreneurs, for regional center staff, for our staff working at headquarters, and many more. And throughout the year, series of activities are planned and they are executed, and it is in line with the direction given by the IIC, Indian Innovation Council, or Innovation Council of India. So we'll be witnessing a very important discussion today. Dr. O.P. Sharma, our Director of NCID is here. Our Deputy Director, Dr. Joshna Dikit, is also here. They will also be speaking to you on various facets of innovation and startups, and also what are the different activities which are executed by NCID over the years, and the roadmap ahead. So all these things will be discussed. And coming to the Regional Center of Bhubaneswar, friends, I'm very happy to say that Bhubaneswar Regional Center is one of the oldest regional centers in the country, and it has been a premier seat of learning at the moment, because it has been awarded gold medal 4 times for the best support services extended to its learners. And initially, when this regional center was established, it was taking care of the educational needs of the people of the entire state. But subsequently, two more regional centers have been created within the boundary of the state of Odisha, that is Koraput and Angul. And therefore, the focus towards support service has become more intense, because now Bhubaneswar Regional Center was looking after 30 districts of Odisha. Now it is looking after only 16 districts of Odisha. Therefore, the focus will be more intense, and all the staff members of Regional Center Bhubaneswar are in constant touch with various categories of learners who have enrolled in different programs. And you all know, as a as a stakeholder of Indira Gandhi National Open University, you all know that IGNOU's objective is not only to impart education; its objective is also to create a resource pool, to create a set of good talents who can contribute immensely for the national development. And therefore, in that particular respect, we have been organizing orientation program. We have been organizing refresher programs. Coordinators meet, counselors orientation, and all that. From time to time, in order to update the knowledge and the information our staff have, so that they can discharge their responsibilities satisfactorily at their respective levels. So study centers are all across the state, and learners are properly supported. Here you see we are providing lots of vocational and professional programs. We means Indira Gandhi National Open University. And there are many learners who are professionals, and there are many learners who are young entrepreneurs. They are independently doing some sort of business alongside their respective studies. Therefore, our duty is to guide them properly so that they can excel in their own business plan. And those who are aspiring for starting their own startup, those who are aspiring for having something after their education, they're also being properly guided by our innovation club. Regional Center of Bhubaneswar has established a innovation club comprising of certain members, and of course our director NCID and all the staff members of NCID are part and parcel in this noble endeavor. And we have been taking advice from them, we have been taking instructions from them, and accordingly we are trying to help out to those young talents, those who are trying to do something in their life independently. So it's a kind of nurturing the budding talents. It's a kind of helping the youngsters, those who have different business models in their mind, which can be properly implemented if they are properly guided, if proper facilities are provided to them. So in this particular endeavor, we have set up this innovation club, and we have been meeting frequently. That means the members of the innovation club are meeting frequently. They are deliberating on various issues pertaining to innovations and startup, and whatever new things are coming up, that is shared with NCID, that is shared with all these learners, those who are visiting regional centers. And our instruction is also to all the coordinators at the study center level to identify the young talents, because the learners first priority is to go to their respective study centers, then they come to the regional center. So the first meeting point of the learner is the study center, where all these academic activities take place. So the coordinators know better, the counselors, the respective counselors know better who are the people, who are the students and learners who are doing some sort of business, who are doing some sort of entrepreneurial activities, and who have talents, who have ideas. So they share with us. They share this information with us, and accordingly, we reach out to those students and help them in whatever way it is possible. So our plan is like this, and in this noble endeavor, all my colleagues, all the deputy directors, assistant regional director at the regional center, and all the other staff members are also trying their level best to contribute. And we are, because you see, government of India is now very keen on providing skill development activities skill development programs to the learners, and therefore skill development has become one of the most important responsibility of each and every educational institution, isn't it? So education and skill development both should go side by side. Therefore, in various programs we have project component. If you just look at the academic programs that which are on offer by Indira Gandhi Open University, you will find in majority of the programs you will find there is a project component. Project is nothing but a kind of research, and that research is undertaken by the learners independently. Of course, a supervisor is there to guide them, but they identify certain areas and conduct their independent research, and that research is nothing but a kind of finding out the solutions to the problem that they have visualized, isn't it? So that way, lots of things in management. There is a project in all health sciences programs. Projects are there. Take for example in majority of the in computer science, in various practical oriented programs, project components are deliberately incorporated, and the main thing is to develop practical skills in the minds of the learners. No doubt the theoretical knowledge one can master with the help of the books, with the help of various learning materials which are available through internet or through many other sources, but the practical component is very important. Skill component is very important, which can only be mastered only if the learner is involved practically in the activity. So that is the way we are proceeding, and our purpose is to help the students. Our purpose is to provide new things, because time is changing very fast and everybody has to keep pace with the changing time. If we do not keep pace with the changing time, we'll be redundant, isn't it? Our ideas will be redundant. So we'll take cue from whatever new things are coming from our different sources, and accordingly we'll prepare ourselves and plan for the future. That is the whole idea of the Innovation Club, and I'm very happy that with the support of my staff at the Regional Center of Bhubaneswar, we have been organizing various kinds of activities. One seminar is compulsorily being organized every month, and other activities are also there. So I request all the participants, those who are residing in the territory of the state, if you have any idea, innovative idea, innovative plan, or any business model, you can share with us, which can be showcased, which can be documented, and which can be subsequently shared with the NCID, which can further uploaded in the website, which can be shared with numerous learners who are interested in that particular field. So this is all that I wanted to say. You see, I am always receptive to new ideas, new innovations, and for development, if you can, because you see, Indira Gandhi National Open University is every people's university. Everybody has got equal say over it. So if you have anything to contribute so that the learners can be benefited, the university will be also benefited at large, that can also be done, and you are welcome, because you are our extended family member. We consider you as one of the members of our extended family, since you have joined some program, since you are directly or indirectly engaged with IGNO activities or IGNO separations. So I welcome all of you once again to IGNO Regional Center Bhubaneswar. I also welcome Dr. O.P. Sharma to Regional Center Bhubaneswar, Dr. Joshna Dikshit, and Dr. Bhuvan Dev, who has kindly consented to deliver the talk today. So I should not take much of your precious time, because it is time to listen to our experts also, and our director NCID and deputy director NCID. So thank you very much. Over to Dr. Nanda.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm welcome to our esteemed resource persons and to our participants across the country and across the regional centers. Thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, as I informed you earlier, today we have with us three luminaries from the field of academics as well as from the corporate sectors. To start with, today we have with us Dr. Om Prakash Sharma, a renowned figure in the academic circle in IGNO. He heads the National Center for Innovations in Distance Education in IGNO. Under his stewardship, our students have faced many laurels for the university. They have won many innovation awards in competitions inside India as well as in other nations. So it is possible under his leadership and under his guidance and stewardship, the regional centers have been conducting seminars and webinars regularly. We are involving our students and other stakeholders to innovate, to create new things for the development of the nation, and we are creating a block of entrepreneurs in the country. And the credit for that goes to Dr. O.P. Sharma and his team in National Center for Innovations in Distance Education. Another key figure in the NCID in IGNO is Dr. Jyotsna Dikshit. Under her towering endeavor, under her priceless endeavor, under her tireless endeavor, we have been reaching students across the country. We are trying to make our students innovators, to make them entrepreneurs. The credit for that also goes to Dr. Jyotsna Dikshit. So I welcome both of you again to this August occasion, ma'am and sir. And today for us another luminary is Dr. Bhuvan Deep. As I told earlier, Dr. Bhuvan Deep is a man who is associated both with academics and the corporate sector. He is an alumnus of IIT Kharagpur, and he holds a PGDBM from IIM Bangalore as well. His specialization area includes marketing and sales. He is a management professional with 11 years of experience in academics and corporate. He has extensive corporate experience in the field of plant management, quality circle assessment, supply chain management, project management, business development, and marketing. And he holds an experience across the steel industry, e-commerce, textiles, cement, and mining business. So such a vast experience our resource person has. He is an avid researcher who has published in numerous journals, including the Journal of Asia Entrepreneurship and Sustainability, Journal of Education for Business, Reflective Practices, and so on. He has won several awards on his research endeavors. His expertise is also in the domains of consumer behavior, business analytics, sales, marketing, business development, project planning, and execution, and plant operations. He has worked with the global Indian conglomerates like the Tata Group and Aditya Birla Group. He is also a practicing academician today, and he is now located at KIT Bhubaneswar. So it's a great privilege on our part to have you, sir, with us, to listen to you, to learn from you, and to get inspired by you. So I welcome you, Bhuvan sir, again. With this,
Thank you so much.
I request Dr. Jyotsna Dikshit, ma'am, Deputy Director, NCID IGNO, to kindly say a few words and inspire our would-be entrepreneurs. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. At the very beginning, I would like to congratulate Dr. Tripathi and the entire team for the kind of activities which you are carrying under the Innovation Club banner. And also, through your deliberations, I could get that you are actually have developed a kind of a innovation and startup ecosystem at your regional center. And maybe the best practices or the activities which you conduct and the processes which you have basically generated through your experience of conducting various activities under the Innovation Club. Maybe you can not only present them, but it could be showcased, and then the prototype, this kind of a system which you have developed, could also be replicated to our other RCs. So first of all, a lot congratulations for that. And also, I congratulate you for being the IC 6.0 member. And certainly, we look forward to work with you. And now, coming to the topic, it is actually very apt. And my namaskar to all. And as I can see that we have representation from our students as well as our study centers and other academic community, specifically in your region and also other regional centers. So as you mentioned, to our students specifically, and even if alumni who are present here, I would like to mention that we have an IGNOU Udemy portal. Through that portal, they can actually register with us, and there they can upload their proposals, or they can even submit their ideas. And then, with the collaboration of RC Bhubaneswar, we can work with the students. And, our basic purpose is to create a network where we facilitate our students through the various mentoring sessions which take place, as well as, now as we can see that all of you at the regional centers have also started creating a kind of incubation facility in coordination or collaboration with other institutes like IIITs, IITs, or other entrepreneurship cells. So that could, in a way, facilitate our students who are interested in developing kind of some innovation, or even in setting up a startup. So basically, as the topic says, innovation and entrepreneurship is something which is the need of the hour. And the Atma Nirbhar Bharat mission also focuses on that. Startup India mission also focuses on that. And, when we nurture the entrepreneurs, the budding entrepreneurs, basically what we try to do is that we try to cultivate the culture of innovation in them, which in a way drives the economic growth. And when innovation is combined with entrepreneurship, that leads to a kind of a very successful startup. So I will not take much time, but I would like to mention that I am sharing the address of our IGNOU Udemy portal here. I'll share it, and so our students who are present in this Innovation Club meeting, as well as you can forward to other students or alumni who are interested. They can register there. They can be in touch with us, and then we would certainly like to mentor them and move ahead. And that's all. And my director will be further deliberating upon the entire ecosystem which we have developed at NCID. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. May I now request Dr. O.P. Sharma, Director NCID, to kindly address the participants. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank and also to congratulate Regional Center Bhubaneswar, especially Dr. Tripathi and his team, for organizing this series of programs, monthly at least I have seen, monthly programs on innovation, startup and entrepreneurship. Certainly, this kind of activities help in building a innovation and startup ecosystem in the university. As Dr. Jyotsna has mentioned, we at university have tried to create that innovation and startup ecosystem in the university, but our hands and wings which are at the regional centers, now we see that they are also developing, strengthening this ecosystem, because unless we have this kind of opportunities, this kind of culture at the regional centers, we will not be reaching out to our students. So this kind of activities, this kind of regular activities, they will certainly create culture of innovation and will strengthen this innovation and startup ecosystem which we have developed, and the outcome of that is also now well known. What Dr. Tripathi had emphasized in his talk, uh, we are not only giving certificates or degrees now, we are doing something else also. We are helping students in becoming entrepreneur. We are helping students in finding good job through placement cells, etc. In many ways, IGNO is doing this kind of outreach programs and providing different kind of guidance, support, and awareness. This all, and particularly when we talk about the innovation, so the creation of innovation club at the regional centers, I'm happy to share with you that at almost all the regional centers, we have now innovation clubs. And having innovation club at all regional center means now at least we are talking about the innovation startup through all our regional centers. So students are now getting idea. They have different kind of ideas, brilliant ideas in their mind, but they did not know where to approach, how to approach, what to do further. But now they have this kind of single point of contact at the regional centers. They can share their idea with the regional director and his team through the regional innovation clubs. They can get brainstorm there, they can refine their ideas, they can work upon that idea and convert that into a business plan, and further certainly those business plan can be converted into a proper enterprises and startups, which is now which is now happening in the university. We have seen over the years a number of startups have been set up by IGNO students. They are now showcasing in different events and programs and getting good appreciation also. In fact, it is not only we that we are asking them to showcase. Other organizations are also now inviting our students to exhibit their startups, so that other students, other budding entrepreneurs, startups, they could get motivated, they could get different kind of idea. So this kind of culture now university has, and in that culture, the activities like Bhubaneswar is organizing today and regularly they are organizing, they are certainly adding values and strengthening it. I will not take much time because today we are here to listen to our speaker. We want to learn from them, and then Dr. Tripathi, I would like to say, try to find out the possibility of collaborating with KIT, because they might be having different kind of facilities, maybe having their incubators. How our regional center can collaborate with them for incubation purpose or something, and if officially we can do something, that also we'll try to do. So I will not take much time. Thank you very much to all of you. We are organizing a number of activities to identify innovator students, budding innovator entrepreneurs, maybe the best startup award, best innovation award, best by idea business plan kind of thing, best idea award. And recently, right now also, we are in the process of inviting applications for the best innovation award, which is an annual activity. Last date is 30th September. So this is for information to all of you who are the IGNO students and they have developed some innovation. They can apply. Information is available on IGNO website. So many activities are there. We will take some separate session on these all activities. So thank you very much for organizing this program and also inviting us to be part of this very important event. I think it is time to listen to our expert. It will be good for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
We are really thankful to our two luminaries from the NCID, Dr. and Dr. Krishna Dikshit, for their brilliant ideas for the inspiration they have created among the participants. And it fills my heart with great joy to convey our gratitude to both of you, sir and ma'am, for inspiring us. Thank you so much. Now it's the moment to listen to our resource person today, Dr. Bhuvandeep sir, and he will deliberate on the theme embracing innovation and entrepreneurship in today's economy. So may I now invite Dr. Bhuvandeep sir to insight us on today's topic to ignite our minds and help us become innovators and entrepreneurs. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. And thanks, Dr. Tripathi, Dr. Sharma, Dr. Dikshit, and all the students present here. I am really happy to be giving this talk on embracing entrepreneurship and innovation for your career success, right? So before that, I would like to, we can start with a presentation. Let me see if I can present. Okay, so is it visible, everyone? Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, that's great.
Yes,
So
sir.
thank you. So today's topic, I am going to try to make it interactive. There are some of the few basic tenets of entrepreneurship and innovation that I could impart you. And before we start, a little bit about myself. So innovation and entrepreneurship is an important aspect of everyone's career. And in this dynamic world where everything is changing rapidly because of modern technology, nothing is static. It's going to change, which means that change is the only constant, that you have to adapt. So adaptive means what? That you have to learn to unlearn things, and you have to grow with that, right? So like all Indians, I also started my career after doing engineering from IIT Kharagpur. And after that, I worked with the Tata Steel or Tata conglomerate. But
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
What you have presented is not visible actually.
is it not?
It is
No, sir.
visible. It is visible. There may be some problem with your system. Kindly check. It is visible.
Because yeah, it is showing that I'm sharing this tab. So maybe your internet might be slow. So just
Sir, it is
refresh.
only showing that you're presenting, but there is nothing on the screen. Hope you
Is
can
it?
understand.
Is it with everyone?
No, no, it is visible
Yes,
to
sir.
us. There may be actually
No,
some
sir.
issue
Yes,
from
it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
it is
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
visible,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes,
There
sir.
may
It
No,
be
is
sir,
some
not
visible.
network issue.
visible.
There may be some network
Yes,
issue
sir.
at our
Yes, sir.
end.
Visual, visible, sir.
So I
No,
will
sir,
take
not
it.
visible.
Sir, you please carry on, sir.
Okay. Uh, so before we start, right, let us talk about how do you maneuver your journey throughout this whole process of understanding yourself first, right? So before even we go there, right, let's talk about, how do we embrace innovation and entrepreneurship? So how do you define innovation in today's world? Innovation basically means that how you distinguish between leaders and followers. What I mean to say that many of you might be just going to college, coming back, and doing what is expected from you. And the leaders are the people who think that what more they can do, what other areas they can explore. One of the basic tenets of seeking innovation is to seek where the people are feeling the pain. And there are so many stories related with entrepreneurship and how people have come up with the idea for different companies based on the pain that people feel. So innovation is nothing but understanding the value that customers can get from either services or the products. You know the famous story of Netflix, how it came to be. The founder of Netflix was using a DVD from a very famous DVD chain, Blockbuster. But he forgot to give it on time and he had to pay a big fine because DVD he forgot to pay on or give on time. He thought, why should people remember the time of giving their DVDs? Why not to make a system where people can watch whatever they want, wherever they want? And thus came the idea of innovation. So, just to emphasize my point, I would like to say that innovation, when you are thinking that how you embrace innovation in your life, try to follow the pain points where you are facing the pain. And if you can come up with ideas that can elevate or eliminate that pain, that would be something you should always look for. In fact, entrepreneurship is nothing but execution of your innovation. I would say that innovation without entrepreneurship means nothing in this world. It means that only you can develop something, but if you cannot commercialize it and give it to people, the importance of innovation hardly matters. So, always remember, innovation is the process of new ideas. It can be products, it can be services, and it has to derive some kind of example. For example, Apple is one of the biggest example how it came and revolutionized how people viewed a phone, right? Phone was just a machine for talking with other people. But Apple for the first time saw that Apple phones can be also for movies. It can also be a productivity device. It can be for multimedia. It can be for music. It can be for movies. And then other companies followed the suit, right? So that is one of the things that you have to understand, that people will always think that innovation is about making new products. No, it is about creative thinking. It is about taking risks and taking utilization of resources and going around that. And you will think, oh, I'm not innovator or I don't want this, right? But let me stop you there. Innovation is not just for making products. Innovation is a concept that you can also use in your own career. It means that are you willing to adapt? Do you see what are your weaknesses? Do you know your strengths? Can you make it something? Can you make something out of it? For example, if you feel that you are a good content maker, can you make an agency that can give better products to people at lower cost? Can you democratize the way the contents are being made in this world? So think about it. It's not just that you have to make a product. How do you innovate your career? It's the process of innovation. In fact, MBA, and not only MBA, I was seeing who are also from MCOM or other uh, master's degree. I would say that education is the foundation on which you can embrace all sorts of innovation. For example, if I tell you that you need to have critical business skills, what does that mean? So I would say that you should have some basic fundamental understandings of how a business is developed. What are the financial skills that you need? How do you pitch your product? Where would you get your funds from? And that is why I was very happily surprised when Dr. Tripathi was telling that we have a lot of innovation clubs. These clubs are not only just for you to go and test your ideas. These are also clubs which will help you get to understand other ideas. You can come up with a team player ability in yourself. You can find where to find funds for your projects, how to pitch your projects, how to make sure that you have a prototype which you can show to different uh, fund raisers people. So basically, all of this MBA connection, all of this postgraduate degree is a base or a foundation where you can develop certain skills that are needed, right? For example, if you're trying to be an innovator or if you're trying to be entrepreneurship, do you have a basic understanding of running a business? What is ROI? What are different investments that you need? What is the best way or place to borrow your money? What is the depreciation of your capital assets. So you have to know these fundamental things. But then if you understand the basic things, rest of the thing will get in place. I always say that best way to, know that whether or not you want to do something is that idea should always come first. If idea is coming first in your mind, and rest of the things will fall into place. But if you come backwards from the place of making money, or making a lot of millions and cash, you might not be that motivated. All the big innovations, all the big products, be it Google, be it NASA, be it ISRO, all these big products, big success stories have come up with the zeal of a single person who thought it was very necessary to chase an idea rather than going across for money, right? So these are some of the things, these are some of the hard earned skills or hard earned wisdom that, I wanted to say that, when you are being an innovator, or when you are being an entrepreneur, always chase the idea. If you chase the idea, if people see that, you have that fire for that idea, then things will fall into place. You will get mentors, you will get funds, you will get also infrastructure. But that idea, that fire has to come into you. Another important thing, what are some of the key principles that you need to always imbibe in yourself? And this is just an introductory session, so I cannot take time to explain all of them. But remember, three important things that is very, very important for you is creativity. So are you creative enough to seek the solutions of normal day problem? For example, the founder of Uber, he understood the problem that, the riders want ride, and the car drivers, they want riders, but both are not able to come to a platform. So he created a platform of Uber. So that is the creativity, and creativity can be seen across the different products that we are seeing, right? Risk taking, another very, very important tenet. Without risk, it's very, very it's not able to establish your business. In fact, 80% of the new businesses fail. But if you are going to be one, you have to take risk. And there is a risk that 4 out of 5 times your business will fail. But those 20% of the time that you succeed will be worth it. Adaptability, which means that you do not have to be set in your ways. If something is not working, you have to quickly change your track. You have to understand that how you can evolve. Evolve means not only in terms of your products, prototypes, but also evolving in terms of your outlook. If market is not working, can you go outside India and find the market? If consumers are not knowing about your product, can you tell them, or can you teach them? Can you make your products available in brand categories that are already known to people? You have to adapt in terms of money. India is a very big market, but at the same time, it's very price sensitive also. So can you make products which are very, very, I would say, budget friendly for people? All these things, are important principles that you have to, or we must imbibe in order to get. And I will say this, all these, such as creativity, risk taking, adaptability, these are big, big topics, and they take a lot of time. But since this is an introductory session, let me, leave you with these three things, which is creativity is finding the answers to your questions, which nobody else can. Risk taking is basically going out and being not afraid of failure. And adaptability basically means then can you evolve quickly to the new paradigms of market, to the new changes of the market, to new system, right? So evolving.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Can you explain it again, sir?
Which one?
Creativity, risk taking, and adaptability.
Yes. So creativity basically means that you have to answer the questions that nobody else can. So if I'm going to come to you and ask that can you be creative in ways in which you can ensure a lot of planting of green trees in desert area? How can you be creative? How can you make sure that people take afforestation creatively? So I was seeing this program where a kid comes up with an idea that he says that we should put seeds and some soil in a sock, and then we should just, throw it across fields. That will help trees to grow by themselves. Now that is creativity, because everybody will think there's only one way to plant trees. You go, you dig the soil, you keep the seed, and it will grow. But when you take other routes of doing the thing, but in a different way, that is creativity. Risk taking is simply you are not being afraid of failing. In fact, entrepreneurs have this big appetite for risk. They are ready to fail, but they will try again and again and again. In fact, if you go and analyze the top innovators of India or across the world, they have failed 4 or 5 times before they hit on that jackpot. Okay, pot of gold. Adaptability that I explained. Adaptability basically means that you evolve to the new markets, to new consumers, to new demands of people, so that people are also able to understand your products. If something is not working, for example, if your packaging is not eye catching enough, can you change the color, or can you package it in such a way that people will want? Can you do some innovation in pricing? So there are different kinds of pricing such as skimming, market penetration. Can you evolve different kind of innovative pricing that will give people value for your products? So that's also very important. Understanding that what your market needs and evolving accordingly is what we call as adaptability. Okay, is it clear? Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
very good. Also, towards the end, we will have Q&A. So, you can write down your questions and you can ask that time also. When you're trying to be an entrepreneur, remember that, it's so your club, right, which is a good place where you can practice that, is that you should have, you should practice your problem solving skills. It is not something that will come in a day. Problem solving means that if I give you a problem, how many different ways there are that you can solve. For example, there is a big problem of access to medical facilities across India. There are still villages, there are still big villages where people are not able to get, medical consultation. Can you solve that? What is the creative solution for that? So people will say that, oh, we will have this, we'll have that. But then you should think, is it financially viable? After that, is it possible for government of India to do that? So that is problem solving, which means that you take sequential steps to do a systematic solving of the problem. So what I just said, the problem is making sure that all the villages across India get medical facilities, medical consultation. Now, if you solve this, right, one of the answers can come telehealth consultation, where people will get across their telephones and get consultation through video conferencing, where the patients will be able to see the doctor and doctor will be able to see the patient. So this is one way of problem solving, where you take systematic steps till you find the solution for the problem that you're trying to solve. Networking is also very important. And I told you, networking is not just for finding funds, but it is also finding like-minded people, right? Entrepreneurship is a very tough journey, and tough journey means that you need support. So can you find people on your team who are going to share not only your passion, but are in this for long run? It's very important. Networking will give you people who are also passionate about your field. They will motivate you. They will find you funds, and they will also pick you up when you fail. Financial literacy, like I said. Why? Because the basic fundamentals of running a business is something that you cannot forget, or you should not forget. If you don't have that, right, the basic understanding, the numbers, the number game. आप सबने Shark Tank देखा होगा, correct? Shark Tank में what is the first thing they ask? They ask you numbers. What is the ROI? What is the profitability? What is the revenue per customer? What is the profitability per customer? What is the break-even value? Why do they ask? Because they want to know how much of the financial literacy that person has. And you will see they are not convinced in that number game. They will not fund that project. Financial literacy, getting hold of numbers for your business is very important, right? So what is your projection for next 10 years? When you will be able to break even? What is the revenue per customer? How much is spent per customer, right? What is your fixed cost? What is your capital asset? In how much time it is going to give you ROI? All these are important aspects. What are your borrowing structures, right? So these are very, very important aspects. So financial literacy आप बनाइए. There are a lot of courses available online. अभी तो anything you want to learn, just go type on YouTube, or you can type on Udemy. Lot of courses are available. Try to find one, or just go on YouTube and you can watch it for free. Financial literacy for entrepreneurs. Type that thing. Again, there are some challenges that you will always face, right? One is funding, that we all paisa koi nahi deta. It is very hard to convince one person. Just after this, try and go and convince your father to give you 1,000 rupees for your idea. 1,000 rupees. It's that simple, but it is very, very hard to convince someone to part with their hard-earned money. So you have to do a lot of hard work for getting funding. And it's not easy because there is limited amount of fund, but there are unlimited number of ideas. And because there are unlimited number of ideas, there is huge amount of competition out there. For example, Airbnb, when it was started early, right? You know the concept of Airbnb, right? So instead of owning hotels, you have people who are renting their house in tourist places to tourists, so that they can also earn, and Airbnb can get a commission. Advantage is that tourists will get a homely stay feeling. They will get homemade foods, and they can have all kinds of privacy. Now, when it started, the idea that hospitality through common man's room or common man's house, it was a concept that was disregarded. Nobody believed in that. Nobody. But if you see the
Sir,
trajectory
I
of
have
Airbnb,
one doubt. Sir, I have one doubt. What is the
yes.
common challenge in entrepreneurship?
Wait. Please ask slowly so that I can understand. Yes. Yes, please go ahead.
What is the common challenge in entrepreneurship?
Common challenge in
Entrepreneurship.
Excel. Can you
Entrepreneurship.
can you write your doubt? Then I will read in the comments. Okay, that would be
Yes,
good.
sir.
I think we can have this question answer session after this
Yes.
presentation is complete. That will be good.
Yeah. So
Yes.
just to repeat, we do have a Q&A session also. So we'll hold on to that. Okay. Learning from setbacks is also very, very important. So I've told you about adaptability, right? Adaptability, you can always, how do you evolve? How do you make sure that if something is not working, how do you make sure it works? Which can be in terms of taste of consumers, changing the market, introducing new category of products, right? Introducing new category of products such as Airbnb. Nobody thought it was possible to rent house to give it to tourists. So a new category of products came, right? New category of products came in terms of, let's say, your food category, right? All your ready-made breakfast. So you have ready-made poha now. You have ready-made upma. You have ready-made, suji for dosa. All these are ready-made category. Why? Because now you have evolved. Why you have evolved? Because the modern urban family do not have time in morning to cook their breakfast. So that is what adaptability is. Resilience means that once you fall down, which I was also talking about, once you fall down, can you get back up and can you do it again and again and again, right? Can you innovate enough number of times? So resilience is nothing but your ability to bounce back from failures. अगर आप एक बार fail हो गए, for example, you give your UPSC for first time, right? And if you're not if you do not succeed, will you give up in your life or will you try again? If you try again, you're resilient. So if you are an innovator, your first product fails, will you give up or will you try again? But try only after learning your lesson, right? There's a famous saying from Einstein who says that, the sign of madness is doing the same thing again and again and expecting different results. So if you're an entrepreneur, आपका पहला product fail कर गया, you must do your due diligence. Q fail here. What can I do better? And then go and relaunch your product. So understanding and learning from your mistakes, failures, and then coming up with solution is an important part of entrepreneurship. And then we have what we call as continuous learning, which is all learning throughout, which means there are small mistakes that you will make, you will learn from them, you will make sure that you do not repeat that mistake. So continuous learning is not only important for entrepreneur. I think all of us who are looking for a job, who are trying to build a business, who are trying to even run a house, everybody should be a continuous learner. Learning never stops. I had my degree long back, but still I have not stopped learning, and nobody should. Because once you stop learning, the growth stops, and that is a big, big no in today's world. Because when you are stagnated, there is
Excuse
nothing.
me, sir.
Yes, if you have a question, we'll take it towards the end. Okay, I urge you to wait patiently. We have few more
Okay,
minutes.
sir.
Okay, okay,
Okay, sir.
great. And then I just want to leave you with one real life success. So there are so many success stories like Amazon, Airbnb, Uber, SpaceX, right? And I can tell you a story of all of this, but it's not important for me to tell you the story. It is important for you to learn this story and get inspired by that, right? In India only, we have a lot of big companies that have, done a lot of things. I will tell you one. Nika, right? Nika is a big, big success story in today's world. What are the three important things that Nika did? One, it democratized the world of makeup. Democratized means now even the people from small tier cities have access to good makeup brands. Two, it also gave lot of visibility to small, medium influencers on its platform. Three, it innovated the e-commerce in terms of wellness. So these three are the important reasons that Nika succeeded. And success basically means that you have to understand the pain point. What is it that consumer is looking for? And can I provide it or not? So I would urge all the students, right? Go back and try to read such stories. And you don't need to, buy a book for that. Everything is available on internet these days. Just write the success stories of Nike, Uber, SpaceX, right? Flipkart. What are the things, why they challenged? And it is also important to learn from the failures. Why Snapdeal failed? Why Paytm could not be as successful as PhonePe? Try to read those stories. These are very, very inspiring and will tell you how not to repeat their mistakes. Practical steps, again, startup incubators, you already have that. Network with industry leaders that you can do. And also, I will say that you will be called for future also various entrepreneur workshops. So try not to miss them. Try to talk with people and try to make robust links on LinkedIn, right? Social media is a good platform where you can talk about, you can show your skills, and you can know people. HR managers are also looking out for such people who are ready to do internship with them. But try to explore all these things. I think networking is a good way to get ahead. Incubators, right? There are startup incubators not only with IGNO, but across India who are looking for excellent mind. So once you go back today, my homework for you is try to look up the incubators across IITs and IIMs organizations. They have excellent incubation facilities. So they will give you a mentor, they will help you handhold your projects, and they will also fund it, given that they accept your idea. Acceptance of your idea is the first important step that you have to track. After that, it becomes easy, right? Resources and support. So all the resources and support that you need, right? In terms of internship, in terms of networking, in terms of funds, in terms of ideas, prototype, you will have to find that one incubator that is going to take your idea. And from there you can go and go ahead, or you can grow ahead. Okay. So before we go to Q&A, I will say two important things. If you want to be entrepreneur, if you want to be successful in life in general, try to embrace uncertainty. Try to embrace that how you're going to succeed in spite of lot of problems. That is how you are going to succeed. It is not easy. It is never going to be easy. But it's a mindset. It's not one process. It's a mindset. I always tell my students, entrepreneurship is a mindset. Either you have it or you don't, which means you are risk taker, you are adaptable, and you are creative. If you can have all these three and you have a fire inside you, nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. The world has come to that place, right? The government, organizations, universities, all are looking for young, brilliant minds to set up and come up with next big idea. So I would urge all of you to think in that direction. It will be a good way, right? So as promised, we will have few questions and then we can wrap up. Yes. So I'm open for questions if you have.
So, can I ask? So, I want to ask actually.
Yes.
So, if somebody has done MBA, can they start their entrepreneurship right after that without taking a job
Yes,
if
they
they
should.
have the resources?
Yes, of course you should, right? That's the whole plan, that you should be able to find where that you will get that fund. So I will urge you to, go back to your uh, clubs, go back to incubators, and if you have good idea, why not start it? Start with making a prototype and then see what is the consumer's reaction, or and try to get funds for that. So prototype, market research, and get funds.
So, initially it has to be like an experiment, then we can go on. If it is successful, then we can go on.
Yes, because
I
you
would
want
request
funds, right?
please, Alan, I would request all participants to interact at the end of the uh, seminar. Please don't intervene in between.
First, sir should finish, then you will interact.
Yes, so I have finished. It's just the Q&A that I am going to invite questions to. So from my side, the talk is over. I would invite some questions and then that's the wrap up from me.
Go ahead with your questions.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
Sir, I have one question. So this
Yes,
meeting is for MBA student or PG student?
PG student, I think it's not that it's not that only MBA can do, anybody can do. And education is not a barrier. Your Bill Gates, he is a high school pass out. तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि MBA के लिए होता है. Anybody who has an idea and wants to do can do. It's that simple.
Thank you, sir.
So
Good
this is
evening, sir.
precisely, one second, this is precisely the reason why we have set up an innovation club here at the regional center.
Yes.
So any new idea you have, you can come directly to us and just tell us what you want to do or what idea you have with you. So that will be documented and that will be shared with our National Center for Innovation in Distance Education, NCID, and we will definitely help you out as to how we will proceed in that direction.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Activity is the thing product market requirement. This is the main.
Adaptability is evolving, and evolving means that whatever market requires, you are giving it to the market. Whatever the consumers require, you are giving it to the consumers. So adaptability means evolve. How quickly you evolve, okay? Evolution. आप कैसे बदलते हैं? How quickly you adapt,
Yes.
or how quickly you evolve.
Exactly, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, sir. I have
Welcome.
one question.
Yes.
You said a lot of things that we can do for, be creative and innovative and start a business or entrepreneurship. So, is there any particular book that you would suggest so that it can help us or guide us in some way?
I would say Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish. That's a good book. You can start. I can also say there are biographies of Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos, and try to read about them. And it's not just that you will find them in books. You can find a lot of material on internet. But if you are trying to start with a simple book, then Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish. It's a good book for entrepreneurs. You can buy and read.
Thank you so much.
Well, so anyone else, or should we wrap up?
Is there any other question?
No, sir. Thank you for your
So
time and all, sir.
most welcome. So I hope you understood and took some of the important things. I will just say two words. For you to be good entrepreneurs, be creative and be adaptable. Everything else will fall into place. Okay. So that's
Thank you,
all
sir.
from me.
Thank you so much, sir, for the quite lively session. It was very inspiring and very interactive. Thank you so much for the in this session. I hope that our participants have gained in an immense way, and they will prepare themselves as future entrepreneurs and innovators. And as you rightly said, education is not a barrier. So I uh, request all our participants to prepare themselves as future entrepreneurs, future industrialists, and future owner of some corporate venture. So thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I request my colleague, Dr. P.K. Jinna, Assistant Regional Director, to kindly give the formal vote of thanks to everybody. Over to you, Professor, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity to me. Good evening to everybody. Esteemed Dr.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Esteemed Senior Regional Director, Dr. S.K. Tripathi, sir. Respected Director NCID, Dr. O.P. Sharma, sir. Respected Deputy Director NCID, Dr. Josna Dikshit. Respected Resource Person, Dr. Bhuvandeep, Faculty of School of Management of KIT University. Respected Deputy Director, Dr. Bishinanda. Respected Dr. S.K. Panigai, Deputy Director, RC Bhubaneswar. Respected coordinators and counselors, my dear friends and dear learners. Today, the meeting was arranged and it was conducted very nicely. So, I would like to thank our Senior Regional Director, Dr. S.K. Tripathi, sir, for his noble guidance and noble leadership, due to which this program could be successfully conducted. So, thank you very much, sir, for your guidance and for your noble adventurous job for this. So, thank you very much, sir. And I would like to thank Dr. O.P. Sharma, sir, Director NCID, for his noble speech, for his noble guidance, for encouraging our learners regarding the innovation and innovation activity and innovative activities. So thank you very much. So we are grateful to him for sparing some time for us. So thank you very much, sir. And we are also grateful to Dr. Josna Dikshit, Deputy Director NCID, who has also encouraged our learners regarding innovative idea. Okay. So thank you very much, Josna Dikshit, madam. And I would like to thank Dr. Bhuvan Deep, the research person, a faculty member of Faculty of School of Management, KIT University. And sir, we are very much grateful to you because despite of your busy schedule, you have spared some time and encourage our learners on innovative ideas and innovations and entrepreneurship. So, and you have also delivered a very good speech so that our learners, they could learn something regarding the innovation and entrepreneurship, and they could learn very successful stories from you, and I think all of them must have benefited with your speech, and they should utilize this speech and ideas for their future endeavor. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you indeed. Thank you everyone for coming.
We are grateful to you, sir. And I would like to thank all our innovative club that means innovation club members who have spared all their time to motivate our learners and to encourage our learners regarding the entrepreneurship. So thank you all our club members. And I would like to thank Dr. S.K. Panigrahi and Dr. Bishinanda sir for their tireless job in arranging all this meeting. So thank you, sir. And I'd like to thank our coordinators and counselors, and not last, I would like to thank our students, that means our learners who have attended the meeting successfully, and because they are the main source of our inspiration. For them, the meeting has been arranged. So thank you all the learners who have participated this meeting. So lastly, I would like to thank everybody for your contribution in successfully completing this meeting. So thank you all. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. May I now request our Senior Regional Director, Dr. S.K. Tripathi sir, to declare the webinar closed.
Thank you, Dr. Nanda. So we had a marvelous presentation today by Dr. Bhuvandi.
Good evening, sir. We have a request. Kindly make a WhatsApp group for us.
And equally encouraging speech by Dr. O.P. Sharma, Dr. Joshna Dikshit. So we all are thrilled listening to all three of them. So now the meeting is over. And in case of any other query which is there in the mind of the students, they can straightway write to us. Our email ID is rcbhuvaneshwar@igno.ac.in. So this is the official email ID of IGNO. So if there is anything that you would like to get clarification, please write to us and we will certainly get back to you. So thank you very much, and the meeting is closed now.
Thank you, sir.